All right. So I've been thinking about this for quite a while now. So before I begin, what's up? I know it's kind of been a while since I've done a live video. I've been mostly focusing on the toy reviews, as some of you guys might seen, and I've been sort of kind of been very heavy focused on the Marvel Legends stuff because I've been wanting to do that for quite a while. And well, there you go, finally. So I already got two toy reviews out there. I already reviewed Ravager Thor and he claws Wolverine, so that's great. If you're into that, hey, I do plan on making more. And the next one that's going to be reviewed is going to be Mighty Thor, so it's just so I let you guys know about that. And of course, I'm going to continue doing the Ultraman stuff as well. But speaking of, some of you guys may or may not have noticed this. I know this was kind of completely under the radar. Not a lot of people know about this, but I thought I'd kind of talk about it anyway because, like I said, I've been thinking about it for quite a while. And as some of you may or may not know, I decided to bring my old YouTube channels back. So yeah, it's kind of a pretty heavy decision because I haven't really utilized those channels in such a long time. And I've explained it so many times. So hopefully this might be the last time I talk about it. I hope. And let me just make sure the brightness is up because I feel like. You see, that's the thing. That's the thing with doing these videos. It's like it's always so dark, but the audio is okay. So I think it's about time I get a new computer. But I don't know with how the economy and how things are. Spending a lot of money right now isn't primarily good. So you gotta watch out for that. Life lesson. Yeah. So speaking of lessons, yeah. So I had two YouTube channels before this one. I had my original one that was called Josh the Genre Man, and that was the one I initially abandoned. And then I wanted to kind of rebrand everything, start all over with a new one, and then I created a new channel called Josh the Random Guy, which I know they're very stupid names, but what are you gonna call your channel? What else is there? What other stupid titles you want to put for your YouTube channel? And something's happened, didn't go well. I felt like I had to kind of abandon that one as well. And I was even thinking that my time on YouTube was pretty much up because, to make a long story short, situation that happened was pretty bad. So it's like I felt kind of scared to sort of upload. So eventually I kind of stand my ground. I unfortunately I did a I'm quitting YouTube video, which I don't like to do that because it's clickbait. It's like people do that and it's like they don't really quit. But in my situation, I was actually thinking about quitting at that time, but I stand my ground on, and the next video I made was no, I'm not quitting, but I am starting all over again. So here's my third YouTube channel. But luckily I am very happy with where we are and where we're heading, so that's great. This is my permanent spot. I'm not going anywhere. But I did felt weird leaving those channels behind because I've done so many things with them. Well, second YouTube channel, not so much, but you get the point, right? So I decide, no, I don't want to just kind of leave them there, Why not actually use them for something? And it doesn't have to primarily be me doing the same thing over and over and over, like how it is now. I could definitely do something different on there because there are other things that I like to do and want to try and exploit a little bit. So why not? So in case you haven't noticed the changes too, I did change the name of the channels. So Josh the Genre Man, I changed it to no longer active. I don't ask me why I put that. I don't know. Well, it was true. I wasn't doing anything on there because initially, I didn't really like what was going on that channel. It's like I don't know. It had less to do with people watching my stuff and more with how I've pretty much established it as a Godzilla YouTube channel, but I was into other things too. So whenever I wanted to experiment and whatever, for the audience, that was considered a bad thing and nobody really wanted to do that. And I was like, huh, but doing the same thing over and over and over again, it gets pretty boring. So it's why not do something else? Or at least, I don't know, talk about another thing that you like, So of course now a lot of time has passed and my hobbies grew. The evolution of this shelf growing is astonishing. And then of course we had the times where I was thinking every time I would do these live videos, I would do them over there where my turtle collection was. But to be honest, that got a little bit annoying. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just do it here, sitting down where my desk is. So I think that's a little more better. Plus I do talk slightly better when I'm sitting down. I don't know why. I mean, for professional reasons, that's not really good. You're supposed to kind of like stand up nice and tall when you talk, but look, I'm not a TED Talk guy, all right? I mean, I don't mind it, but I'm not here to teach lessons here. I'm just here to talk about stuff that I like and to share, share with everyone. And, we all got like hobbies that we all love so much, like, yeah, I might be a Godzilla fan, but I'm also a horror fan. I love Ultraman, Ninja Turtles, and, I got into Marvel Legends because I've always loved the Marvel comics. So I love that these toys give you that idea of like exploring more of it, even though they have gone expensive over the years, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? So what am I going to do with those YouTube channels, right? So I'm not sure about the original though, like the Josh the Genre Man. I don't know about that one. I'm definitely going to do something with it. I just don't know for what it is. Only because um, one of the reasons I wasn't too sure I would bring it back, it's because it has a lot of copyright strikes. Because a lot of my videos has music from like Godzilla and Ultraman shows and movies, so it's like, yeah, of course Toho and or whoever was gonna want to take them down. So that's what happened. So I had a lot of strikes on there, and some of the videos have been deleted. I did delete some videos on there, but they're not necessarily like big deals or whatever. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot of videos that are lost in time. A lot of my live stuff, they're kind of gone. But I was never really proud of those videos to begin with. I did keep a lot of the old ones, but for the most part, I got rid of the ones that I didn't really felt proud of. But like I said, because I have a lot of copyright strikes on there, I'm not exactly sure like how can I proceed with it, but it looks like I'm fine. I just have to kind of be careful because even recently, I think it was like last Wednesday. I think it was a week ago. I don't remember. I went to this comic store. It's called Legends of Superheroes, and because music was playing in the background, I got hit with a copyright strike. Sorry, I got hit with a copyright strike. So I was like, okay, that's real nice, huh? So I literally had to download KindMaster and then do like an overlap. I had to like kind of talk during the video, and it's like, I don't want to do that. I like to do things live. But that's just how the YouTube system works. So it's like, what are you gonna do? There isn't really much you can do, you know. So like I said, I'll definitely do something for that original channel. I just don't know for what I can do on it because I have some ideas, but I don't know exactly how I'm going to proceed with it because, there's a lot of things I'm into too, besides just toy collecting and like movies and shit. I don't talk about much, but I draw. That's what I like to do. That's kind of a hobby of mine. I've probably mentioned it a couple of times on this channel, not a lot though. So, I know this might be new for some people, but I mean, just kind of, this is what I do. See this big old binder right here? These are my drawings. See, I've been doing this for quite a while, so I'm not going to just sit down and show you the whole thing because it's a lot. And I have another big binder just filled with nothing but just drawings, it's pretty much what it is, really. And, it's been a bit of a hobby of mine for a long time, just for as long as I could really remember it. So, I'm just saying, something I want to do. It's something I want to kind of, I want to make a comic, I want to kind of get into that. It's a hard road because there isn't really like a handy book to tell you how you can achieve that. Because you see, where I live, people don't really see that as like an actual job, which is unfortunate because, what about the animation industry, and it's like, what about all those people that take their time to draw something, whether it's original or not? I'm just saying it is a real career. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll dedicate one of those channels to just me drawing. I could definitely do that. And, and it's something I could definitely use to my advantage because I also have like an art account, but I've just started it. So I really don't have any on there. So, I definitely got some ideas going on, and I was thinking maybe using that for my second YouTube channel. Well, not my second one, but like, you get what I mean. The one that didn't last. That's the one that didn't last long. And, not too many videos on there, has 68 subs. So I'm like, yeah, I could definitely utilize that. Right. Even because it's mostly empty. There's no, it's not established. Right. So it's like, if I decide to do this drawing content on my first YouTube channel, Obviously it might be a little bit weird because I already got like toy reviews, gamings and all. Gamings, I'm so stupid. But you get the idea, right? So we'll definitely see how that goes. Maybe we'll experiment a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going anywhere. This is still my main YouTube channel. The video you are watching right now, it is my main YouTube channel, my permanent one. So don't expect me to like kind of like switch over to that one, switch over to my original, and then that's going to be permanent. No, this is going to be my permanent spot, my third YouTube channel. So yeah, I know that sounds really confusing, but look at it like this. This is the channel that has like most of the view counts. This is the one where I always upload a lot of stuff, all those other ones, like my first or second YouTube channel, those they're more like side accounts, think of it like that in the near future. So that way, if I start announcing, oh, check out my channel for this and that, just so you kind of get an idea, and don't think of this as like me trying to like get some mad ad revenue or whatever, more view counts, whatever, because no, it really doesn't work like that, and plus me, I'm way far away from that. So trust me, I don't do this for the money. I just do it because why the heck not? I don't know. I guess show the world who you really are. I don't know. That sounds really weird. No, don't do it like that. Just share the hobbies, and it's like if you make friends along the way too, because I've definitely made some friends, past couple years while doing these. So it's like you never know. There's a different side to everything, The internet isn't just always you sitting down watching random videos. No, there's always some points to make, And so like I say, I probably might do the drawing stuff on my second YouTube channel, or Joshy 2. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. They are named. So my permanent one is just called Joshy. The other one there's Joshy 2. And then my original channel, I just call it the OG Joshy because, well, not only does that one got the most subs, but that's where I first started my YouTube channel craziness. So yeah. And the thing is, I really want to try and utilize the Joshy 2 channel as much as I can, because I hate talking about it, but it's like a small part of me still bothers me with it. But the reason why I left that channel to begin with was because, I uploaded some meme compilations, whatever, and they were not mine. And it's like, the way I looked at it is that people upload this stuff all the time, same video. So it's like, I don't know how you could really get into trouble with that, but that's what happened to me. So, someone on Discord was like, didn't really like that. And apparently it was his videos I was taking. And then the next thing you know, I was accusing him of doing the same thing because he had a video that I've definitely seen before, but I didn't realize that was his. I didn't know that. That was miscommunication. But even though we tried to talk it out and whatever, he didn't want to. He was kind of a bit forceful like that, and I pretty much got bullied off of that Discord server. And maybe one day I will admit what Discord server it was, but the thing is, I don't want to get the person in trouble either, because it's not really the main person's fault, the guy that runs it. And the only thing I will say is that it was a Godzilla channel type thing. It was a pretty popular like YouTuber who talks about Godzilla and Ultraman as well, but he's super popular. I'm not going to say his name, obviously, for protection reasons. It's not his fault. And, again, it's not his fault that the situation happened. But the thing is, I was painted as like this thief on there. So it's like, maybe one day I will reveal what Discord server it was. But I think until then, I'd rather put that under the rug because I really hate talking about it. But it still scares me a little bit because, honestly, what happened around that time, I didn't really mean for that to happen, with the miscommunication and all that. But you can't really win over everyone. So, we'll see what happens with that. So, yeah, different video, huh? So, yeah, there you go. I guess this is sort of the beginning of something new, sort of, I mean, I'm still going to do the same old stuff. Don't get me wrong. I just want to use those old channels for at least something, right? So, till then, hope you guys, well, what do you guys think? I guess that's my only question. Also, I do apologize if I do sound a little bit tired and all that. It's just, school shit during the week, it's gets to you a little bit. But it's nothing bad. I'm okay for the most part. So, of course, I'm still going to continue with the toy reviews. Obviously, I haven't really done any toy news in a while because most of the ones I've been planning to do were Marvel Legends, but I don't know, man. You can't really talk about Marvel Legends without getting a little bit of a hate mob. So we'll see how that goes. So until then, see you guys around. And hey, who knows? I'll definitely let you guys know when I'll start uploading some videos on those other channels. And the art one I definitely want to try and kick off the most because that's what I want to do as a career choice. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So see you around.